Hey guys, so Robert here, and this is a big war for us. This is win number 100 for the Dozers. Big win. Everyone really stepped up great, did great in this war, pulled through against a level 8 clan. We're a level 7 clan, a good clan. We did a pretty nice job in this war, and I want to show you a couple attacks and ways to look at bases. This is a base we've seen before. I think on our last recap you'll see a very similar base to this. Very simple base. You don't have a problem in the center with with double giant bombs in the center. You probably have some Tesla towers there. So it's a very easy base to hog. Um, but Bullet Barge does not hog this base. I believe he Gowipe this base. And there's many different ways of using a Gowipe attack. Many people use the golems and wizards tight together to kind of come in with the goal of basically coming in tightly to lure the clan castle troops out, putting a small bunch of wizards behind. You could rage them to kill the clan castle troops. Nowadays, you can use wall breakers or earthquake spells to kind of break through here into the central core of the base. Otherwise, the golems will wind up, going around all over the place. But let's watch how he does this and takes this base down with a golem wizard, probably P.E.K.K.A attack. So he lures out the clan castle troops, and, which I love now, I think it's great in this game, is the 2 poison spells. Make sure they're high enough level, wipe out those clan castle troops, and then it's nothing to worry about. So now the only key for him is he has to have enough wall breakers, which he's got 8 in, to be able to break through whichever way he attacks from, to break into the center of that base. Let's speed up here a little bit as he's killing those clan castle troops, and here goes the attack. Clearing out some of the outer buildings with his wizards. There goes golem number 1 and golem number 2. The only problem, I'll tell you, I'll stop right there. The only problem with that particular attack is, here it's less of an issue because this golem's going to kind of wind up probably going up this way around, and this golem may start hopping around a little bit. But often when you don't have these outer defenses like this, they will pop around and have to run all the way around to help. So it's not always an advantage of keeping them so far apart. But here, with these defenses that are all open and exposed, it's not an issue. So here's one golem that started coming around, and now it's going back. Really easily ripping through this space. So one of the new things with these newer strategies, one of the original golem strategies, which for the Gowipes, which I hated, was everyone's idea was let's get the golems to go up the core and try to get the P.E.K.K.As to follow. And the problem that I always found with that strategy is the P.E.K.K.As, they just don't behave very well. And you'd hope they go up in the middle, but if they don't, and they often go around the outside, then you got a problem because we often used to spread the wizards out really far, and that was a problem. Now, it's best, I find, if you can get those wizards to go up into the core and let the wizards do the damage. The P.E.K.K.As, hey, let them run wild on the outside. They'll wipe out entire outside of a base easily, as long as there's not a whole bunch of Teslas sitting out here. They'll wipe out a base pretty easily. So that's kind of the newer strategy in the last 6 months with the Gowipes. It seems to work very, very well. In this case, he has his Barb King in the middle of the base and some wizards, and it's just ripping through the base pretty easily. Again, the Pekkas are running around the outside of the base. You know, they're very strong, very durable. They can take a lot of hits, and they just rip through the base. Luckily, he's got the Tessa attacking right here, attacking that golem, so the Pekkas could still run around and do their thing. Really awesome attack. All right, we'll look at another attack here on a good base. Another good Town Light base. A lot of different ways of attacking this base. You can go by air, dragloon. You can go by land, hogs. Either way would work on this particular base. But I want to show you this attack by Mav, which is an attack that at least Mav and I and some others have been talking about that we're starting to see a little bit more of. These we used to always do 10 dragons and balloons in the clan castle. Now we're finding on some of these bases, which have gotten a little trickier for the dragloon, that sometimes it's best to bring some of your own loons with you and not as many dragons. So you could do combinations of 9 dragons and loons or 8 dragons and loons, and it works really well. And let's watch how Maverick takes on this base here. So similar strategy, which we often use, is using 2 lightning spells and 1 earthquake to knock out one of the air defenses. I only have 2 to deal with, and you got plenty of troops to be able to deal with it, so that works great, especially now that you have an extra rage, and that's the key to this dragloon attack. I'm guessing he dropped that balloon by accident out there. Didn't mean to. He probably meant to put the dragon out in that corner. And here he's coming in. The question is which air defense is going to go for. So it looks like he is kind of going for both. And I'll probably send loons in on both too. So the idea with this dragon attack is you basically want to make sure your dragons come up ahead so that when you send your balloons in, the dragons are tanking basically for your balloons. Otherwise, your balloons are going to get killed. So here the balloons come right in, hit the rage there, wham, air defenses go down. Now you've got 7 or so dragons up. As you can see, these max level balloons over here are still ripping through the base, doing tons of damage, and your basically your dragons are just cleaning up. Once the air defenses are down, you know it's pretty much over. And we'll fast forward through that because now we're just in cleanup mode here. And that really was a fantastic attack. Hope you enjoyed this recap on number 11. And again, win number 100 for the Dozers.